Providing clarity from the get-go is what we do around here to help, which you didn't. I have zero clarity as to what the issue even is. We hope that concluding this chat will provide you with a sense of closure and allow me to assist other creators. I'll move this interaction into an email and send you a summary of our interaction. Take care of yourself. Take care and have a safe day. Clarking says, re-upload with the blurred knees. What if it's something else in the video, though? That's why I'm trying to find out what it was so that I could. And that's the other thing. I wanted to ask a follow-up as to why it wasn't age restricted. Like, why did they just slap it down and give me a warning and remove the video? It had over 180,000 views or something like that. It had a ton of views. And it was bringing in a lot of subscribers. It had a very good feedback. Comment section was great on it. People were like, oh, thank you for the heads up. I didn't know about this about her. Makes you wonder who could have reported it and pulled it down. It's weird. It's very weird. I still can't believe they just hung up on. I've never in my life, I've never had a help chat hang up on you. I mean, you could just sit there and take it, or you can complain about it, or you can try to do something about it. I'm trying to do something about it. I'm not just complaining. I'm trying to actively do something about it. It's not getting anywhere, so it's turning into a complaint. But my initial intent was not to just complain, not to cry, not to sit there and take it, but to see if there's anything I can do about it. And clearly at this point, it seems like we have reached an impasse unless there's either a massive wave of people tagging Team YouTube and just constantly tagging them for months on end until it gets resolved. Potentially there'd be a case where they look at it there, but even then, who knows? The other situation would be is if there's someone internally at YouTube that hears about the situation and is like, oh yeah, what the hell did we do here? And then they go in and look at it and manually change it, which usually that kind of thing happens in tandem with the mass, tagging of Team YouTube. But Mr. Rouge says, re-upload the video as 18 plus. Not a bad idea, except for I would worry they would still knock it down if someone reported it saying that their fifis get hurt from the video, and that's under like Article 141C.2 or something, where it's like, oh, if someone's feelings get hurt, they're allowed to report it. And if that's the case, then it gets taken down. And now I have a strike because of that. So I'm not going to do anything until 90 days pass. But the video is up on Rumble. It's tagged in the, pinned comment on that video today. So if you want to watch it, it's on Rumble. Everyone who's watching, everyone's like, yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with this video at all. If anything, it's bringing more attention to Alanah and her lies. So good work, whoever took it down. YouTube, go fook yourself. Boo-boo Lissa, what's up? I hear she's in Rome these days. When in Rome. One time at band camp for the California 2 says, Alanah has big knees. Some might even say double knees. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Alyssa M Sucks for 2 is back. It's been a while since I saw Alyssa M Sucks. Your own fault for not pleasuring me yesterday. My God. Raptor Kratos 85 for the 5-banger says, smash. Next time, hit 0 to talk to a representative. I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna have it next time with the way it's going. We got Dementia Sweets for the 2 says, this is messing with your income. Bring up lawyer. Oh yeah, I probably would have gotten to that point eventually. I think she realized that I was not going to just be like, all right, I get it. Like that doesn't happen with these situations. We got Mercenary for the 2. Clip this and forward those to Ron Coleman. Gloves off. one lawsuit at a time. One lawsuit at a time. Merge Saver 2. This admission of guilt in a court of law, YouTube, right? I don't even know what I did wrong. Like if they could just point me in the direction of, hey, at XYZ time, there was a problem on the screen, or what you said here, that's an issue. I'd be like, all right, I don't agree, but now I know what verbiage to never say again or what footage to never show again. And oh, by the way, you damn well know that I'm going to be reporting wherever that footage I got from, which is most of it is from Alanah's channel. So, I mean, this is why they say, oh, we don't want to let you know in the issue of fairness. It's like, no, they don't want to let you know because they want to make sure they can play favorites. That's the only reason. We got Mercenary for the 2 says, you need to crowdfund to Ron Coleman a letter. I mean, I think Ron might even be like, bro, you want to take on Google? You'd be like, that's a tall order, Nordberg. He'd probably be down for it, though. I might in a casual conversation with him next time I'm chatting about our mutual friend. I might bring it up to see what he says about it, but and I shared the original live stream covering my thoughts that many of you guys have already seen on the live stream channel. It's clipped. And I said, here's the original unedited video up on Rumble. Follow me over there if you aren't already. Let me know if you see anything in this video breaking YouTube's nudity and sexual content policy. Hey, fun fact. Guess how many people have replied to this with information? Zero. You know when you like challenge the internet and it's like, oh, that's a dangerous thing. Challenge the internet. I'm like, I'm challenging the internet to find something in this video. Please find something in this video where it's like, oh, that's where they got you. That's where they got you. And then people were saying you should sue. You should sue YouTube. I was like, okay, I know. Don't take legal advice from AI. I understand that. But with that being said, just for a quick overview, could this be incorrect? Of course it could. But just for entertainment purposes only, I asked, and I was like, can I sue YouTube because they wrongfully took down my video? And it replied, you can attempt to sue YouTube, but it would be very difficult to win. Here's a breakdown of why. YouTube's terms of service, create your account, you agreed to the TOS. The TOS specifically grants them broad rights to remove content at their discretion, even if the decision is unfair or incorrect. This is one of the biggest hurdles. In the terms of service, they cover their ass saying, yeah, we could take your video down and be wrong about it, and we still have the right to do that to you. Which, what? Section 230 U.S. law under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, platforms like YouTube are legally protected from being sued over decisions they make to moderate or remove user content, even if they act inconsistently or unfairly, which I have heard about from multiple people. So I'm inclined to agree with this AI assessment thus far. Breach of contract. Some lawsuits have tried to argue that YouTube violates its own policies, like promising fair review during appeals, but not actually giving one. Hey, I know a guy with that situation right now. However, these cases rarely succeed unless there's clear evidence that YouTube, and this is what I was talking about, like if there's an internal whistleblower that's like, hey, I saw the situation where Alanah Pearce herself was in bed with this dude and this thing happened, and then they decided to rule against you because they're hooking up behind the scenes, allegedly. This is all make-believe. This is not real. Holy shit, guys. I'm just saying, like, these would be examples of how something could potentially be overturned with a court, being like, oh, basically like the original Gamergate 1 with the whole stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. Acted in a way that is fraudulent, discriminatory, or retaliatory. Rare and hard to prove. First Amendment. YouTube is a private company, not the government. So the First Amendment free speech protections do not apply to suing them. So, yeah, there's a lot of hurdles, we'll just say, to overcome the concerns that you have. But that is, in the interest of full disclosure, had a lot of people ask me to sue them today. Also had a lot of people tell me that I need to start a Rumble channel. And I'm like, my guy, I have a Rumble channel. So I'm not going to show this, but Let me do the more. Some suggested this portion of the video, about 14 minutes in, was instead potentially flagged down and removed after 180,000 views for nudity and sexual content, which, no, I'm sorry, I can't with that. If this were the case, that's even worse than my initial thought that the AI mistaken these for boobs. So I'm going to share this in the chat right now if anyone wants to watch this in a separate window. This is what some people are alleging may have taken it down. Maybe. Again, I do not believe that's the case, but it's where we are with it right now. Mercenary for the 5. There is that antitrust lawsuit. Mark my words, evidence will come from that, and it will be biblical. I do know that there is a massive antitrust lawsuit going on with Google right now, and we are at the very, very beginnings of it. Like, we have probably like 5 years to go with this thing. There is so much that will come from this. They'll probably try to drag it on to the next presidency so that they can get pushed out or whatever. But yeah, there is a massive tidal wave coming at Google right now. We can only cross our fingers and hope that it changes for the better. Okay, and for the P125, I just reminded myself that YouTube kept reinstating the guy putting Nair hair removal cream on his bum hole. Uncensored. Whole donut. Huh. How about that? YouTube sure is the interesting place. Mercenary for the 5. You're wrong, JT. We're not at the beginning of it. It's already been done behind the scenes. What's coming out will be the end of it. Mark my words already. You actually might be onto something, because when we hear about stuff is typically months or years after something's already been decided. So yeah, I actually agree with you on that. How satisfied are you with your help experience today? Did you get what you wanted from help today? No, not at all. Which of the following describe your help experience today? Smart, informative, effective, hard to understand, takes too long, can't find what I want. These are terrible. Smart, informative, effective, none of those. Hard to understand? No, I understood clearly. Takes too long? No, she was pretty quick. Can't find what I want? I mean, she found what I wanted and said no. The hell are these answers? People saying all. It's definitely not all. They were not effective. That was terrible.